Hey, what's going on guys, it's Chum here, and today, as you guys can see, I am bringing you my ultimate Ancient Gear Golem deck that I think actually runs pretty well. Now, I'll just quickly go over the deck list before we jump into PvP so I can explain exactly how the decks work, then we can focus on the duels. Now, as you guys can see, we are running 3 of our Ancient Gear Golem. Now, because this current Crowler event, we do have 3 available, which is absolutely amazing, and of course, running 3 is super important because we need him in hand or on the field in order to fusion summon our boss monster, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Then we have King of the Swamp because we are able to substitute Ancient Gear Golem for Ultimate, and of course he can search our polymerization. Then for the rest of the monster lineup, we have Ancient Gear Box because it's defensive, and of course we want to focus on Ancient Gear monsters. We have 3 Ancient Gear Knight because he's an amazing 800 beater, 2100 with our middle-aged mechs, which we will get from our skill, of course. I don't know why I clicked on that, but yeah, we'll get it from our skill. Then moving on, we do have our Ancient Gear Beast. Very, very powerful monster. He shuts down spells, traps, and even the effects of monsters that it destroys. Absolutely amazing. And of course, it only requires one token on middle-aged mechs. Or, sorry, should I say Ancient Gear Castle is the card? I always forget. But yeah, very good card there. And then finally, to round off our monsters, we have Ancient Gear Soldier. Probably not the best Ancient Gear monster. Normally, you'd probably substitute him out for Sergeant Electro. But of course, because we're focusing on Ancient Gears, and we want to fuse this guy who requires 1 Golem and 2 other Ancient Gear monsters. Of course, those others can also include Golem. And then moving on to our spells and traps, we have 1 enemy controller because it's one of the best cards in the game. 3 polymerization because, of course, this is the card we're going to use to fuse our monsters together. And then for our traps, we have 2 pulse mines, of course, an amazing card to prevent your opponent from attacking. And that's really good because it lets us obviously bide a turn, draw more cards. And then we have Rare Metamorph, which of course can not only protect our monsters from a targeting effect of a spell card, but also give us 500 attack. So a very, very powerful deck. And my favorite thing about this deck is actually the fact that if you don't draw the combo pieces to get your ultimate golem, then you just have a genuinely strong Ancient Gear deck, which I think is great. So it makes it very, very viable. Still not the best way to play the card, but of course I'm doing this as a way to, I guess, get the challenges, because if you haven't noticed in this current Crowler event that's going on as I'm recording this video and when I upload this video, you get extra gems for actually using this card in PvP, so of course that's what we're doing here today. I believe I finished all the challenges, but I wanted to share with you guys as well. So let's jump out of here. This has been a very, very long introduction, and let's jump into rank. Now, I believe I might even have a rank up match right now. I think that's what the little 1 on the icon indicates, but hopefully we'll do well. We'll get our rank up. But yeah, like I said, I absolutely love this deck because of the fact that if you don't happen to draw your combo pieces in order to fusion summon Ancient Gear Golem, you still have the ability to run a very, very powerful deck because Ancient Gears without the polymerization and without the extra Golem is still a very, very strong deck. So I think it's really great. We should do well. This guy might even be using Ancient Gear Golem himself as well, because I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are. In fact, this is almost a complete mirror match. I mean, look at his playmat and sleeves. The sleeves are the same, and playmat's also the same, like similar color. Very, very mirror matchy. We're gonna kick things off with our middle-aged mechs, and we'll just summon our Ancient Gear Knight and slap our enemy controller in defense mode. In defense mode and face down mode. Face down mode, that thing? I don't know. We're gonna end our turn. Now, he's probably going to prop his middle-aged max as well. Of course, he has to. Let's hope he can't fuse turn 1, because you guys can see he has an extra deck over here, so hopefully he can't fuse turn 1. If he can, we have a way around it. We can econ it straight away. He activates a second Ancient Gear Castle, which is actually good for us, because it's going to help us. If he happens to get his ultimate golem out, we can actually defeat it with our regular golem. I'm just going to wait and see what he wants to do. End phase. Alright, that's fine by me. Let's draw. Can we get a polymerization to fusion summon straight away? We cannot, but what we can do is we might as well, there's no reason not to. I believe this thing has 2 tokens. Yes, it does. We might as well summon our golem because he has no spells and traps in his front row, I guess. Sorry, in his back row. Front row? What? I'm confused. But yeah, let's get golem ahead. Let's watch the animation. I haven't seen this in a very long time because I usually skip it. And I feel like it's worthwhile putting into the video because, I mean, these animations are pretty cool. I really, really do love them. It's weird that he's in, like, some kind of pit. I'm so confused. I don't understand what's happening in this animation. But, hey, Ancient Gear Golem comes forth. Now, he has the ability to summon his own, but we have a way around that. So don't worry too much. Let's go for the battle. Let's have our Golem attack his Knight. Of course, no spell or traps. And it doesn't look like he has a... He has a Karibo, though. He does have a Karibo. That is fine by me. I'm just going to end my turn so he can't attack into my Knight and crash it. If we draw Poly next turn, we'll be in a really good spot because we can get our big boy in the field. It sucks that he had Karibo, but we're fine. As long as he can't fuse. He might be able to fuse. I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. Okay, no, he's just going to summon his own Golem. And he'll probably just, as soon as he enters the battle phase, we're going to pop this card. So we're going to turn our button on and wait for that moment. Face down card. He's probably going to go for the battle. And then we're going to activate enemy controller and change his golem to defense position as well. So that way we can attack over with ours next turn. Now how convenient is his second castle, giving me the power to attack over here. So hopefully that face down is not something that can stop us. In fact, what we can do, if we're really crazy, and I think we are crazy because I'd like to do that, we'll use polymerization. He hasn't had any kind of trigger moment for his card yet, so he might be in a pickle. Let's fuse these two together, and with our golem, it kind of sucks we can't keep our golem on the field, but it'll be all right. Get ultimate golem out, and then what we can do is we can normal summon this guy just for the effect. I mean, it doesn't matter that we give his thing a 3rd token, or 4th token actually. We'll go for the battle. Look at this beast on the field right now. I don't think he can trigger this effect. Yeah. And I guess we'll just end it at that. Now, the best thing about Ultimate Ancient Golem, as you guys can see on the left-hand side, is that if this card is destroyed, you can special summon 1 Gear Golem from your graveyard, ignoring the summoning conditions, which is perfect because we can actually get this guy back, which normally can't be special summoned. So this card is pretty great. If he fusion summon his zone, we could be a little bit of trouble. We have no more back row cards, so it kind of sucks we couldn't go for game just there, but it is what it is. If we could have got his, we don't have a second econ, but if we could have gotten this guy into defense mode instead, it would have been one hell of a round. Alright, it looks like we should have game here. Let's go for our battle phase, unless he has a Sphere Kubo now. But it doesn't look like it, and boom, we do get the game. So Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem comes through for us in our first duel. Super, super exciting. It was a bit of a mirror match where we got our fusion off first. And honestly, this is probably the most mirror match I've ever had. We had the same sleeves, same character, using same archetype, using the same version of the archetype, and we also have a gold mat, like a goldish yellow mat. Kind of crazy. In fact, I thought he actually did have. I thought it was like me versus me then. That would have been kind of spook. Anyway, epic mirror match. As you can see, I got my Crowler level 40. And I believe this was a rank up match. Yes, for both of us actually. So we got lucky there. We got the rank up instead of them, which is what we want. And we are now Platinum 4. And just so you guys know, if you guys are curious, I have gotten to King of Games several times in this game. But I'd like to chill at Platinum rank because you get to verse a lot more random decks. And the variety is very, very high in Platinum. So that's why we're here. We're chilling here. I've actually been thinking about doing a new series, though, where it's like something about me like trying to do a new deck for King of Games every single season. And by that I mean don't go with the new meta necessarily, but you know, pick up some fun new deck. Let's say maybe a Row Mages, and we'll try and get to King of Games with that deck this season, and maybe next season we'll do something else. I had a really good name for the series in my head earlier, but I've forgotten it now, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're going first this duel. It looks like it's not a mirror match, and we do have some great stuff in our hand right now. We have some amazing stuff. So we're going to set our Rare Metamorph. We're going to summon our Ancient Gear Knight. Now, we could discard King of the Swamp to draw Poly, but if we do actually draw Poly naturally, we can use it as our Ancient Gear Golem. So we'll kind of leave it in hand for now. That means if we either draw a Golem or a Poly, which means that's 6 cards, 6 of 16, will give us the ability to fuse for our ultimate Ancient Golem, which is how powerful King of the Swamp is in this deck. Absolutely amazing. Now, I only have one of the deck, one of the card, so that's why I only have one in the deck, but I might put 2 if I had to, but definitely not 3, because if you have 3, that means you have too few regular Ancient Gear monsters, in my opinion. So it might be a little less likely to get what you need. Now, he has attack position on that. Interesting. What else does he want to do now with his time? Tie that binds. You're only going to get to 2,000. Are you going to Super Rush me? Because I'm not going to be happy about that. Like, I'll be fine. Is he actually going to Super Rush me? Is he offensive Super Rushing me? He is, isn't he? Wow, can you not, though? Or is he going to Econ? It sucks because Super Rush doesn't target my monster, instead it targets his monster, meaning I can't use Rare Metamorph to protect my monster. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. I'll take that, that's fine. He's using 2 cards, or using 1 card to get rid of my 1 card, but I mean, it's a little bit bad because now we don't have enough materials in hand to actually fuse. We're going to have to wait a few more turns, but it's fine. Ancient Gear box. We're just going to summon Beast with our castle. because it's our only real option. And then we will just battle. If he has a second Super Rush, we're going to be in trouble. A whole lot of trouble. Hopefully next turn we can keep this guy around. We can keep this guy around until next turn. And we draw one of, like I said, one of the 6 cards needed to fuse for ultimate next turn. That'll be exciting. Very exciting. Alright, so we've only done 100 damage to him, so it's not a lot, but at least we got somewhere with it. Sets a monster. And ends his turn? No, okay, fine. I was getting a little bit too hopeful there. Alright. Game, do me a favor and let me draw my polymerization. Excellent. Now, drawing the golem would have been better. 100% would have been better. Because, of course, if I got the golem, then I would have a golem engraved to resurrect with ultimate's effect. But we're here to have fun, not to make the best play. So let's do this instead, shall we?
Here goes nothing.
A feint plan. You cannot attack face-down monsters this turn. Interesting. Interesting cheese play. What could his card be? What could he be attempting to do with that card? If it's like Manny the Bug, I'm so doomed. I literally lose the duel if it's Manny the Bug. Because he'll flip it next turn and I'll just get destroyed and I can't attack it now. Because obviously, look, you can see I'll go battle phase and no, I can't attack. So it feels bad. We're going to end that turn. Hopefully it's not something too dangerous for us. If it is Manny the Bug, I'm in all the trouble. I'll lose my monster, won't get a golem back because of that. I'm actually really worried that it's going to be that. Or like something that flips me back to hand. That'd be also dangerous. Set some of the monsters that's going to be end of turn. Please end your turn. Please. I don't want to deal with scary things like old mate. If he happens to have a fight, yeah, he just surrenders. Interesting. He might have had monsters that had less than 500 defense, and that meant he would have died. I was a bit surprised. I was getting really worried for a second, but we were fine because he did surrender. I want to have a quick look at his deck to see what monsters he could have been putting face down and whether or not one of them was going to be the end of me. I'm very curious right now. He did have... If he had Manny the Bug, he won the duel. If that was his face down, maybe he didn't realize he could flip it face up on his own accord. I don't know. But yeah, the rest of his cards, he had no problem. I guess where his problem comes in is that he already used his one Super Rush. He needs to either draw into Tribute to the Doomed or one of these two. And if he didn't already have one of them on the field, he lost because I would do so much damage. In fact, he would live. I would do 3,800 to him, and he would live if one of those was face down. So, interesting decision by our opponent. I'm not going to complain. Very interesting deck, though. His deck's all about double summoning, but he didn't really have any kind of, like, reason to double summon? I don't know. I guess Ties That Bind is a reason to double summon, so it is what it is. Anyway, that is our second duel of the video. Let's go for our third duel, and then we'll finish off with the fourth, and maybe, just maybe, if our duels are quick, we'll go for a fifth one as well. I want to try and do 5 so we can be like, oh, do we win more times than we lost? Whereas, otherwise, if we do 4, it could be 2-2, and there's no real definitive answer there. However, as you saw from the Aero Mage video, if you didn't already see that, you should go check it out. 5 duels ended up being 40 minutes, so it was a very, very long video. And I want to try and keep them a little bit shorter than that. Looks like we have another mirror match, this time not with the... Oh my god, this hand is bad. So this is the problem with this deck, is that this can happen. And if you confuse... So, the problem with the deck is that polymerization is super dangerous. If you want to make this deck more consistent, drop polymerization down to 2 and run more cards, so this is less likely to happen. But as long as he can't fuse turn 1, we're fine. And Chicken Knight's here, he's going to attack me, alright, that's fair. And he's so buff because of my own effect. Feels bad. I need to draw a monster or I lose. I draw a monster. Let's go all in, baby! Let's go all in. So this is probably the most brick hand that this deck can have. 2 golems and 2 poly. But it's alright. We should be fine. We would have been so set if we went second. We would have been so set. Well, I mean, not really. We just wouldn't have taken that 2,400 damage, which could be the game decider. Look at our attack. 5,000. Please don't have Floodgate. Let me attack. Let me attack. No. Ooh, Super Rush. Interesting. That's fine. I just want to attack you. I mean, you bought a turn. He did buy a turn. And if he confused this turn, then I could be in trouble. I could be in trouble. I'm imagining that I'm getting a lot of mirror matches solely because of the fact that there are challenges to get gems for using this deck. So that's probably why a lot of people are running it these days. I can't see Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem getting too much play outside of that, but it is a very, very fun card to use. And like I said, it doesn't reduce the consistency too much, and if you don't get him out, you still have a very incredible deck in your hands. Sergeant Electro. Okay, what are you going to do with that? Enemy controller. Yeah, nah, trouble. All the trouble. See, if I had, this is game, this is straight game. If I had one of my rare metal morphs, I would have been able to negate the econ. That would have been so perfect. But that is game. Really, really unfortunate for us. Like I said, it was the brickiest hand we could possibly get. So, yeah. Then again, he did have a great hand with his econ. Definitely helped him out there. Again, you can't expect to win them all. Let's go for our 4th duel, and hopefully we'll have better success in that one instead. Now, let's have a quick gander at this guy's deck. What was he using? He's not even using. So he's using just a generic Ancient Gear deck, which is, I can understand why he had the better cards to have answers like, what, 3 econs and stuff like that. And he probably just had the ultimates in the extra deck in case someone played Fusion Gate and they gave him the chance. I don't know. It is what it is. Then again, if you use Fusion Gate to summon it, you don't get your Golem back because it's banished. I don't know, man. You do you. Like I said, like the Ancient Gear deck that he was running is definitely more consistent than mine. You can tell because I bricked and he didn't, and he beat me very, very easily. But yeah, like I said, if you want to have fun with a cool Fusion card, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem is the way to go. This guy's gonna win if gain a rank if he wins. Let's not let that happen. Alright, this is decent. Our opponent goes first. We have the rare metal morph to prevent the targeting effect, which is obviously amazing. This is a good hand. If we draw another monster, oh, it's an amazing hand. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing hand. I believe I only have 2 rare metal morphs. Actually, no, I think I got my 3rd recently. I think I got my 3rd. So maybe I'll run 3. I don't know. Probably drop polymerization. Drop 1 polymerization for, what do you call it? For either a Pulse Mines, which I only have 2 of, or another rare metal morph, or even another Econ. That's not a bad idea, because Econ is a great card. But yeah, this version of the deck is built solely to be like, hey, maximize the chance of Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, whereas other versions, of course, or more efficient versions might run less polymerization and work better without it. So we do get our monster, which is absolutely phenomenal. What we're going to do is we're actually going to set. We're going to summon this just to trigger off this and get 1 counter on it, and in case to see if they have Floodgate, and then we're going to go for polymerization. And we'll fuse everything in our hand on our field. So our Golem from hand now, and our 2 Knights, 2 of them, fusing together to make the ultimate Golem, the ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. He hits the field. He has 4,700. If our opponent's face down card has less than 700 defense, they lose, or 700 or less. Battle. Pop the Econ, my friend. He doesn't. Does he live in this? Wait, I didn't even see him use 3-sided motion. I didn't even see that. When did he use 3-star? Oh, I did see it. Never mind. Well, I had to attack into it at some point anyway, so we did that. This deck actually does give us problems though, because we can't actually have any way around that now. And it's like a free 2,400 hits. It's kind of crazy. Now what's your next move, my friend? Mask of the Accursed. Alright, so that targets me, which means I can pop my rare metal morph. And I can negate that. Boom. So once rare metal morph equips, rare metal morph will actually negate the targeting effect of Mask of the Accursed, giving us a bonus attack and the safety. And look, it still stays on the field because we didn't destroy the card, so he now has 1 less spell and trap slot. Absolutely incredible. Very powerful stuff. So wait. It says it's still there, but its effect is negated. So it still equips me, but it has no effect. Pretty crazy, right? I'd say so. Now, what's your next move, my friend? Another one. Excellent. This deck has no backward removal, so we're in trouble. We only have 1 token on this. We're in a lot of trouble. Of course he'd have 2 of them. Like, of course he'd have 2 of them. Win the polymerization. Dead card. I guess I end my turn. I don't know what I can do unless I get just regular Golem out here and attack, which I need him to summon another monster before I can do that. Busted. This cheeky 3-sided motion deck is super annoying, but it's also not very good. It's not that good. Oh no, I take 500 damage for that. That's still okay. It's negated. I was gonna say that still triggers. That's pretty BS. Well, I have Golem, but I can't summon him, which is the problem. You can see I only have 1 counter on this. If he summons a monster, there's nothing I can do though. I think I just lose. I just have to sit here and lose. These are some very fast duels. We either win fast or we lose fast. Were it not for the second Mask of the Accursed, I would have been fine. I have 2 more turns though. I take 500 damage next turn. We should be alright. But again, I can't really get around this guy. Polymerization, are you kidding me? Actually, I do have a minute chance. Well, not really. I don't really have a minute chance. Because I can't do the damage through his monster. But if he happens to set something, I can do some damage. So we take 500 from one of the Mask of the Accursed. I bet you he only has 2 in his deck. That's the tilter. That's the tilter right there. He probably only has 2 and he had them both in his starting hand. Alright. Give me another monster we can fusion again. We can fusion again. We're going to get some damage on the board at the very least. And this will protect our life points. We won't take damage from his thing anymore. We're going to fuse Golem A into Golem... Oh, I should have summoned first. Damn it. That's my misplay right there. I should have summoned one of my things first. To allow me to... What do you call it? To allow me to get my second counter on here in case I drew my Golem again. Time for battle. Boom. I really wish this guy prevented monster effects too. Would be in such a great shape. Now, the question is 3-star emotion only once per duel? Or can he just do that every single time he wants to? I'm hoping the Suijin sets only once per duel. I should have set this polymerization as a bluff because it's not worth anything for us now. Burning land! Fair enough. That's kind of what this deck's all about, just burning your opponent down. If we could have done the fusion a turn earlier, we would have been in such great shape. But instead, we draw and we lose. The double Mask of the Accursed, man. The double Mask of the Accursed got us so good. And the fact that we couldn't summon the Golem that we got ages ago either. Oh, man. If we went first, we could have had that duel if we went first. Because if we did go first, he would have put a counter on it for his Suijin, but he didn't. So, this has been pretty quick. So, we're going to go for one more match. We got, what, 2 wins and now we have 2 losses? Not looking good for us. We're going to go for 1 more and hopefully we can make that ratio a little bit better. I actually didn't show you guys my current my current record before this duel, before these duels, but I'll show you real quick. Those are my 2 losses, these are our 2 wins, and this is before we started recording. Like, look at that. And that was before I started using Ultimate Ancient Gear. So you guys can see, this deck does pretty well. We got 4 wins in a row, 5 wins in a row, and we got 2 losses. Kind of sucks, but hopefully this next match will be a winner for us. If it is, that'll be great. If it's not, then we're going to end the episode off on a low, and we're going to get a 2 for 3, or 2 from 5, which is not what we want. We're going up against a Joey Wheeler. Let's see what we have. We're going second. We're going to lose a rank if we lose. Oh no! I always forget that after 2, this is a bit of an iffy hand. We haven't got anything anywhere near our ability to fuse. At the same time, we're not in the worst of positions. Well, okay, now we're in a pretty bad position. Because we are 2 turns away from drawing the monsters we need. And that's if we draw the monsters we need. But we do have some good back row. So it's good for us. Go for the attack. Go straight through. Maybe our opponent bricked. Or maybe he wants to be low on life points. I mean, we have enemy control. We have some answers. The second polymerization is really doing us dirty. Draw Sense Fire. Okay, I've been played. What could he be Draw Sense firing? Wait, what? Change instruction. When a monster with 2,000 less attack is summoned, target one of them, destroy all cards with the name in its controller's hand or deck. Okay. And don't tell me they all trigger. I'm getting milled 9 instantly. Or milled 6 instantly. Let's see what we got in the graveyard. I wish you could check this right now. That's an interesting combo. If that didn't mill my polymerization, I'm going to be upset. Probably going to be some kind of assault on GXQ stuff. 3 set. Imagine if I had that cheese card. Pulse Mines again. Completely useless card because I don't need to put his monsters in defense mode, which is sad for us. What did we lose? 9. Okay, we lost no golems, which is good. We lost no golems. Now, GHQ, that's fine.
Activate my face down card.
And then what?
My trap activates.
Mill me 3 more, then what? Generic back row?
Sweet. My monster's effect
Oh, he milled me 5 more, I forgot that. Now I literally can't fuse. Because I believe I lost my golems. I have, okay, I lost 1 golem, but I have 2 more in my next 3 cards.
Perfect. I activate my face
When your
down
opponent has
card.
8 or more cards in the game,
My
your opponent...
trap activates.
Wow. I should have continued my main phase and put my guy in defense position. I'm going to attack with 0 because I'm a Mima. At least I have pulse mines that try to attack over me. And I can definitely OTK this man from the current life points he's at.
My turn.
Even through Hero Shadow Scout, which is great for us. We have 2 Golem in our deck right now. If we can draw one of them, we're in great shape. Otherwise, we could be in a pickle. Soldier. Soldier is fine. He does damage. This is such an interesting deck to verse. He mills me and then he memes me with the mill cards. Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. Go to defense mode. And go for the battle, I guess. We're doing 16 of the 19 that he has. Goes to Vigor, that's fine. As long as the last card that he has isn't one of those cards, I'm fine. As long as that isn't that and he doesn't draw the third one, I should be good. Hopefully he draws like Hero Shadow Scout or something crazy. Oh no.
My continuous trap activates.
Oh no. That means he's gonna mill me before I think right? Target monster with 1,000 attack or less in your graveyard, push someone in attack position if your target is changed to destroy the card. When this card is filled, that win this card target destroyed. Hang on. Target 1 monster with 1,000 attack in your graveyard, push someone attack in defense position. If the target is changed to defense position, destroy that it and this card. Okay, we have a play here, it's fine.
Okay. I special summon a monster.
Are you ready for this? I'm going to do this. During his draw phase, we're going to take that monster so we can't change it to defense position.
My turn. I draw.
Does that sound good for us? And then if we draw enemy control, if we draw our, if we draw our golem, we win. Do you feel that? Because if he gets this thing destroyed again, he gets to mill me out. And then I'll lose. So as long as that face down is something that triggers in the damage step, I win. And if I draw my golem, which I do. My heart's racing right now. I really wish he had a monster and not a face down card. Come on, golem. It's activatable. Floodgate! The top deck is real! The top deck is so real! Wow. That's it, I surrender. I have to see this man's deck. If that was like the one floodgate he had, I'm so tilted. I'm so tilted. If he had drawn a monster, I won that duel, 100%. Oh, that's such a tilter, man. I hate versing decks like that. They're no fun at all. And we lost a rank! No! Let's see this deck. Okay, well he has like next to no monsters. But something like Regretful Reaper, yeah. Okay, he has 3 floodgate, never mind. But the fact that he drew both of these really screwed me up. And he had the 1 chain destruction, which accelerates his deck like 10 times. He milled me out 10 cards in a turn. That's crazy. Anyway, this video is only 30 minutes long, so we're gonna go for one more just because I want a real duel. I want a fun duel. Man, had he not drawn Floodgate, had he drawn something like Regretful or anything like that, we would have won. And that would have been, such a good way to win it by taking his monster, preventing him from putting in defense mode, preventing him from destroying it and milling me out one more time. And here we go. It's literally been every second duel is Valiant Crowler. It's kind of crazy. Hopefully we can win this one. We won the first mirror match, not the second one. Alright, this is good for us, I guess. We're gonna be able to get Golem out next turn. As long as he summons any kind of monster. We set Pulse Mines and call it a day. He set the Pulse Mines. He gets to the middle edge max out. We do have counter advantage though, of course. We have 1, he has 0. I've never actually really done a mirror match against this guy before, like with these decks. I don't play this deck too often, so it has me intrigued. I'm curious as to how these matches go when you're both playing like fully competitive versions of the deck. A second castle. I don't not understand why castles are good as a 2-of, but I don't know. I have Fusion Gate. Huh. Huh. What, are you gonna erase all the cards in your hand? Is that what you're doing? We can actually use the Fusion Gate ourselves. If he banishes his entire hand, I can Pulse Mines him. Oh no, he just Ancient. That's an interesting decision. He needs bloody Karibo. It's Karibo or boss for him right now. Why would he play Fusion Gate? No thanks. If he doesn't have Karibo, I win the duel. Like, real talk. I can use his Fusion Gate to summon my monster right now. Oh, I can do this. Watch this. Ultimate. I send that. Send that. And send that. So we get Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem on the field. I wouldn't even listen to this sound thing. Should do that. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, baby. You've misplayed, son, and I can summon regular Gear Golem as well. Boom! Let's watch animation one more time, baby. I want to see it. For the final duel, we get a little bit of vengeance, man. That mill deck, dude, interesting stuff. They're very cute little combos. Again, top deck decided the entire duel. But oh, this duel's insane. And now we just attack. And unless he has Karibo, I think that's instant connection error right now. You're not going to give me the satisfaction, game? You're not going to give me the satisfaction? You're just going to connection error me because the duel ended too quickly? That's just rude, bro. That's just rude. We'll wait. I'll wait. There you go. Connection error, but we still should get our win because, I mean, we did win. It's very anticlimactic, though. I gotta say, I don't really like that about duels that happen like this. But hey, we do get quick victory. We won. Look at that farm. We farmed this dude with a fusion summon, a quick victory, over 3,000 damage. We put in the finest, my friends. We put in the finest. So it sucks that we went up a rank and then went right back down a rank. But I will end up getting my ranked up a little bit more at some point in the future, and I'll bring you guys some more decks as well. I'm thinking of doing something with the Card Master Gig from Esperoba's deck. Esperoba's event. In my opinion, the card sucks, but I want to try and see if I can figure out a way to make it work. Otherwise, you guys could see some more Oro Mages, because that's my favorite archetype right now, and I want to make more of that. I'm currently thinking of running a Balance deck. Despite me saying Restart would be amazing, I think Balance can actually do some work for us as well, so I'm keen to try that out. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. As you can see, I've got 159 wins on record this season. Actually, one more I get 30 gems, so I might do that off screen real quick as well after I finish recording. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, if you guys want to see more videos like this where I try out random fun decks on PvP, make sure you hit that subscribe button also, because there'll be plenty more coming very, very soon. I have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Probably going to bring back Red Eyes, probably going to bring back Dark Magician, and maybe even do Blue Eyes, because I mean, those are the three OG main character archetypes, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.